Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, does not easily anger, and it keeps no record of wrongs. I was blessed to have a marriage that truly embraced this verse, this choice on how to live life and place the love of the Father at the center of our relationship. But during the summer of 2012, life turned a corner for me and my children as my husband Don suffered a massive heart attack and passed away. It was a time of shock and fear and emptiness. I'd already understood grief in my life with losing both of my parents in the previous few years, but losing my partner was a whole new chapter. The level of loneliness in the first few months, it almost took my breath away. Everything around me felt foreign. I described it to a friend like I was wearing this huge, heavy coat all the time that I just couldn't take off. My grief wasn't only as a wife, but more importantly, as a mother, and seeing the loss through my kids' eyes. I really couldn't look or plan ahead, but simply take moment by moment. Throughout the first year without Don, the overflow of love and care and assistance and just people giving time to my family was amazing. We experienced countless moments of provision from family and friends, and Holy Spirit continued giving me gentle direction on those steps to take in starting what I can only call my new normal. And there were people that God put in our midst for only just a few days and for a few months, and others who walked out this 2.5-year journey being intentional to understand the added layers of loss and emotion that surrounded holidays and birthdays, anniversaries, and just understanding how to navigate them differently. Love always protects and it always trusts. It was after completing that year of firsts that I finally started feeling a sense of renewal in my spirit. The darkness of loss was beginning to fade, and I knew I was starting to move into a place of light. My confidence was slowly growing in many areas, of life that I was now responsible for, because Don took care of so many practical needs for our family, and this was a huge transition for me. God gave me the insight to now understand how to start looking ahead. It was hearing, Laura, I've given you the playbook, you just have to trust me. Embrace all those deposits of love that I have filled you and your kids with, and walk forward. It was having the courage now to figure out life not as Don and Laura Bice, but as Laura Bice, and how to be a family of 3 and not 4. Words can't even describe the supernatural strength that I have seen my kids demonstrate in so many tough situations, and I'm thankful for Don being such an intentional dad to them. For many people, I think times of loss and loneliness can easily allow us to withdraw from being a type of leader that God's designed us to be. There was a feeling like that for me. I still had that darkness as to really know how much I could open my heart or how do I even protect my heart. It really boiled down to just trusting deeper. For me, music, it's always been a way to connect with the Father. It's probably my key way to worship. And times at home on my piano, I've been healing to my spirit. So I decided to come back to serve on the worship team, and I know that God used these moments in worship to refuel my heart and heal the layers of loss, even when I sang lyrics that were more like a destination really than the present in my mind. So tomorrow morning represents the 3rd Christmas without Don. And I can tell you that there'll still be mixed emotions of joy, yet some loneliness. I'm thankful that every time God has been able to take the darker moments and break in and move me to a better place, because love always hopes and it always perseveres. And I know that what He's doing in my life, He can do in anyone's life, in any situation or circumstance, because Love never fails. This season in my life has felt more like a journey probably than an adventure. But I am walking forward and hold a spark of excitement to what the future holds.